All right. Oh, my bad. Just throw the laptop. Welcome, Lindsay. All right, I see a few folks still joined late. So there's that playlist one more time. Come on into your comfy seat or your child's pose. Wherever you're starting class today, come into your yoga space. And settle in for a few moments. If you're in child's pose, outstretch those arms overhead. Excuse me, let them be nice and active. And if you're sitting up straight, let that spine be long. Shoulders are back and down, relaxed. Arms can rest wherever's comfortable. Gaze can be soft or even closed eyes. And from here, start to breathe in and out through the nose. Using this breath to tune inward. Our ritual to tell our body we're starting a yoga practice. We're going to focus in, telling our body we're going to take care of you. And deepen those breaths, inhaling for at least 5 seconds, exhaling for at least 5 seconds, in and out through the nose. We'll take 10 solid breaths here. I'll count for you. Just breathe. Take note of your body, and if you find your mind wandering, just count the seconds of those inhales and exhales, something simple to occupy the mind. Taking this time to challenge ourselves and gift ourselves with stillness, mindful breathing. 5 more breaths. Two more breaths here. If you're in child's pose, use an inhale. Start to crawl those hands back, making your way to an upright seat. And when you're ready, let's inhale, extend those arms up and overhead. Nice big sweep up. Exhale, take a side bend to the right. Right hand comes down, left arm reaches overhead. Full exhale. Inhale up through center at your own pace. Using that full inhale to extend up, and then exhale, side bend to the left. Left arm comes down, maybe even the left forearm. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, let's twist to the right. Left hand comes outside the right knee. Gaze comes over that right shoulder behind us. Whenever you're ready, inhale to release, arms stretch up through center. And we exhale to twist to the left. Right hand comes outside that left knee. Inhale through center, arms stretch up long. Exhale, side bend to the right again. This time, as you extend up through center, keep the right hand down to your sides. We'll bring the left hand down. Left ear drops to left shoulder. You can walk that right arm out a little more if you'd like to intensify the stretch, opening up through the right side of the neck. Breathing gently here, in and out through the nose. You could even massage the upper shoulder behind that collarbone, whatever feels good. Inhale to release. Let's stretch those arms up again. Exhale to side bend to the left. Let that left hand come down. Right arm reaches over long. And as we inhale back up, let that left arm stay by the side. Right arm falls to the lap. Right ear drops to right shoulder, taking that opener on the other side. You can walk that left arm out a little further. You can massage the neck on the left side or just breathe into it. Deep stretch here. Nourishing that neck. Inhale, release. Let those arms reach up again overhead. Exhale through prayer, rolling forward into tabletop. Wrists stacked under shoulders. Knees stacked under hips. Inhale, drop the belly, curl the tailbone here, pulling the mat back with the palms to make space through the chest, to stretch through the ribs. Gaze is forward. Exhale, curl the spine, tuck that tailbone, pushing the mat away with your hands to find space in the shoulder blades. Chin tucks to chest. Inhale, drop that belly back down, using the full inhale to slowly curl that spine. Feel the sensation move through the spine. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, roll that spine away. Inhale, drop that belly. You can start to move into some wildcat here if it feels good. Exhale, round the spine. If you want to start to draw circles with the hips, maybe let the movements become a little bit bigger. Inhaling to drop that belly, letting the hips fall forward. Whatever feels good. Come into some wildcat. Move through your body. Breathing in and out, either through the nose or taking sighs out the mouth. Whatever feels good here. We'll take 5 breaths of free movement in our tabletop. Wherever you're at, slow it down. 3 more breaths. If you're unsure of what to do, take a nice long exhale to find that C curve on the left, hugging the left shoulder to the left hip, opening up through the right side body. We have 2 more breaths in free movements. You can inhale to move through center and exhale to switch sides if you'd like, or just keep doing your own thing. And we'll take 1 more breath to make our way back to a neutral tabletop. From here, inhale, let's bring the knees a little bit wider. Flip the toes outward. We're moving into Mukhasana, a frog pose, to open up through the hips. So knees are wide, feet are wide, ankles are in line with the knees, if not wider. And maybe you just want to breathe here, gently letting gravity pull those hips down, or you can drop onto those forearms. The forearms are a really nice base camp to exhale, push back on the elbows, push the hips back, really deep in this posture, or come forward on the elbows, make it a little less intense. Either way, it's a killer hip opener. Breathe through it. Settle in here. active passivity. We can hold stillness and still be doing so much. Finding the comfort past the discomfort. Take some time to just be. Giving a little love to those hips this morning. And we'll take 3 more breaths here. Nice big exhale. And then to get out of this, we're going to flip the feet in, turn the toes towards each other. Sink the hips back. You can crawl the hands back, crawl the elbows back. Curl yourself into a little Balasana pod for a few breaths. Elbows can come between the knees or arms can extend back out overhead. Balasana is our child's pose. So just letting our hips close up a little bit here, come back into their comfort space. And then as you're ready, with arms overhead, inhale through tabletop, tuck the toes. Inhale, hover the knees. About an inch or 2 off the mat, keeping that flat back, keeping hips stacked over knees. 3 full breaths, hovering the knees. You got it. You might feel that abdomen lightly engaged. 1 more breath. Inhale, hike the feet back, straighten through the legs, crawl the hands back to the feet into a forward fold at the back of your mat. From your forward fold, deep breaths here. Let the head hang heavy. Legs can be as bent or as straight as you'd like. Big breaths here. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, let's roll it all the way up to standing. Arms sweep up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly bring it on down. Inhale to halfway lift. Shoulders roll back and down, finding a 90-degree angle at the waist. Legs straighten. And on an exhale, bend the knees, curl the spine, fold it back down. We're going to do 2 more of those. Inhale to halfway lift. Moving at your own pace, filling that breath with movement. Exhale to fold. Continuous breath for continuous movement. 1 more. Inhale, halfway lift, roll it on up. Exhale, bend the knees. Let's plant the hands and crawl them forward, coming into our high plank. Nice big inhale here in our high plank. Either drop the knees, lower knees, chest, and chin, or exhale to lower through your chaturanga. Let the belly come down to the mat. Toes can untuck. Hands come wide, about as wide or just a handful wider than the mat. Inhale to lift through that chest, finding a wide baby cobra. And exhale to drop it back down. Continuous breath. Inhale, lift that chest, maybe hover the hands. Exhale, bring them back down, either keeping them wide or bringing them underneath the shoulders. Inhale, peel it back again, warming up through that lower back, maybe lifting a little higher. Exhale, lower it back down. Tuck the toes, send the heels back to the back wall to lift the knees, and either moving through tabletop or pushing yourself right on through. Let's lift the body through our high plank, through our tabletop. Exhale, send it back to down dog. Nice big inhales and exhales in our down dog as we take a few breaths to pedal out the feet. Bending one knee, straightening the other, driving the heel of the straight leg into the mat. Then inhaling to switch, exhaling to drive that heel down, moving at our own pace, working with our own breath. Let's take 3 more breaths here, opening up through the backs of those legs, waking up those calf muscles, stretching through those toes. Being patient with our bodies. Check in with that spine, really sink those shoulders into that ball and socket joint. Hips are high. Use an exhale to settle into down dog. Inhale, float that right leg up towards the sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale, draw that knee forward, right knee to right tricep, full exhale. Inhale, send it back, 3-legged dog, left heel drops back down. And then exhale, pull that right knee into the left tricep, crossing it over. Inhale, send it on back and up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, draw the knee into the chest, holding it center. Curl the spine, hug that knee to your heart, full exhale. And it's an inhale to send it back overhead. 3-legged dog. Exhale, draw it into the chest, pull that foot through center, step it between the hands in our low lunge. Left hand plants down, right arm peels on up for a twist. You can always drop your left knee here and tuck the left toes, whatever's more comfortable for you this morning. Gazes up at that right hand or over to the right side of the room. Exhale, right hand down, frame that right foot. Inhale the shoulders back and down. Let's all drop that left knee, untuck the left toes, gaze is high. Exhale to draw the hips back, straighten through that right leg, forward folded over that right knee. You can breathe here with toes lifted, toes reaching towards the front of the mat, or maybe a little bit of movement floating between both. Inhaling to lift that foot, exhaling to flatten. Breathing through the back of that right leg. One more breath here. On an exhale, bend back into that right knee. We'll all tuck the left toes, lift the left knee up. Plant that left hand down, raise that right arm up, coming back into our twist. Nice and strong through the legs, lift the upper body up through this twist. Left arms reach forward, right hand reaches back. Nice, breathing here. Checking in with that spine, right knee over right ankle. One more breath. Inhale those arms up through center, squaring off the hips. Exhale here. Nice big inhale. And then let's all exhale the hands to the hips. Inhale, straighten through the right leg. Exhale, hinge at the hips with control, forward fold. Hands can come down to frame that right foot. And if you want to hop that back leg up and in a little bit, maybe your left toes point to the upper left corner of your mat. Coming into our warrior one stance with our forward fold, just for a little bit more stability. Hips are still square to the front of the mat. Deep breaths here. One more breath. And then hands staying down, bending through that right foot. Let's step the left foot up to meet the right, finding our forward fold. Knees bend, inhale, roll it all the way up to standing. Arms sweep up overhead. And let's exhale, hands to prayer or down by our sides, whatever's more comfortable. Root down nice and strong on that left foot. Inhale to lift the right knee. And then we'll exhale, right ankle to left knee, bend into your Utkatasana, your chair pose, finding a nice hamstring stretch in the right side. Breathing here, sinking deeper, being patient. You can always drop your hands down to the floor. You can also take this pose prone from your back by lying down on your back, bringing your right ankle to your left knee, and then wrapping your hands around that left thigh and squeezing it forward into your chest. It's the same stretch, whatever you're feeling this morning. Absolutely perfect. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And then inhale, arms stretch up as you extend that left leg back up, release the right. Exhale, find your forward fold, bring it on down. Inhale, find that halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step or hop the feet back to your plank. There's an optional vinyasa, or just send it back to down dog. If you're taking your vinyasa, you're inhaling in your high plank. Exhaling through that chaturanga or any variation of your lower. Inhaling through your back bend variation. And exhaling to send it back to down dog. From your down dog, breathe it on out. Lift those hips, find release in that lower back, pedal out the feet. Whatever feels good here. We'll take 5 breaths of free movement. You can flow through another vinyasa. You can take a break in child's pose. You can also take a sip of water. We'll meet back in the down dog in 4 breaths. All right, using your next breath to settle back into stillness. When you're ready, on an inhale, we'll float that left leg up towards the sky. We'll exhale to drive that right heel down, 3-legged dog. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, left knee to left tricep, rolling forward through your high plank. Inhale, extend it back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, draw forward, left knee to right tricep. Inhale to send it back. Exhale, pull forward, left knee towards the heart, curling the spine. Squeeze it in, full exhale. Inhale, extend it back, long and strong. Exhale, pull the knee through center, gently step between the hands to your low lunge. Right hand plants down, left arm peels up this time for a twist. You can always drop that right knee. Breathing here, gaze can be up at that left hand. Feeling that nice opening through the left glute. Exhale, left hand down, framing the foot. Inhale, shoulders back and down, chest open. You can always drop that right knee here. Nice big inhale. And wherever you're at, let that knee drop. It's an exhale to draw those hips back, forward folding over that left leg. If you want a little bit of movement here, you can inhale, lift those toes towards the sky. Exhale, drive them back down. You can hold one or the other, play around with both, finding whatever works for you here. Nice opening through the back of that left leg, and breathe. In and out through the nose. Exhale to bend back into that left knee. That right hand will plant again. We'll peel that left arm up for a twist. Wherever you're at, tuck the right toes, lift the right knee up, nice and strong through those legs. Inhale the upper body up through your twist and your high lunge. Breathing here, you got it. One more breath. Left knee over that left ankle. Inhale, square the hips, biceps, frame the ears. We're in our high lunge. Exhale, settle into our lunge here and breathe. Let those ribs weave together. With control, exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale, straighten through that left leg. When you're ready, exhale, start to hinge forward at the hips, forward folding. With control, keep it tight, embrace your shakiness. And when you're ready, hands can frame the left foot for a forward fold. If you want, you can stay on the ball of that right foot extended back if you'd like, or you can hop it in about half a foot or so. Right toes pointed to the upper right-hand corner of the mat, spinning flat on that foot, about a 45-degree angle. Whatever works this morning, breathing through the back of that left leg. Let the head hang heavy. Hands can always hold on to that ankle or stay on the hips if that feels good. On an exhale, bend through that left leg as you step the right foot up to meet the left in our forward fold. Knees bend. On an inhale, roll the body all the way up to standing. Arms sweep up overhead. Exhale, hands to prayer. Nice full exhale here. We'll inhale, lift that left knee up. Left ankle is going to come to the right knee as we exhale and sink down into Utkatasana. Embrace your shakiness. Keep that spine straight, sinking ever deeper with every exhale, opening up that left hamstring, giving it a happy morning. You can always drop the hands down. You can always take this variation on your back, just like I modeled on the other side. And breathe. Those shoulders fall down away from the ears. One more nice strong breath. Inhale, arms up as you straighten up through the right leg, releasing the left. Let's exhale, hands through heart center, coming into our Tadasana, our mountain pose. If you're on your back, just step back to your feet at the top of your mat. We'll take a nice big inhale through the nose, sigh out the mouth. Take up space if you'd like. Inhale, sweep those arms up overhead again. Exhale, find your forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, fold it on down. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. One more time. Inhale, find that halfway lift. Roll that body up. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step or hop the feet back through your high plank. Nice big inhale here. Exhale, lower through chaturanga, lower onto that belly. Hands are underneath shoulders. Inhale that upper body up. Exhale, tuck the toes, send it back to down dog. Nice deep inhale and exhale here in your down dog. Inhale, float the left leg up this time, coming into three-legged dog. Exhale, pull that knee in through the chest, step it between the hands, coming through your low lunge. From your low lunge, pivot the right foot, pivot the left, bringing them parallel, moving the body in between them, hands crawl between them. It's a wide-legged forward fold. Let's keep our heads heavy here. Nice deep breaths in our wide-legged forward fold. Hands come to the hips. Inhale, hinging up at those hips. Interlace the fingers behind the back. My hair out of the way. Pulling shoulders back and down. Spine is nice and straight. Nice deep inhale. Spine is still straight. We're not letting our ribs splay forward. We're keeping our bodies tight here, keeping that straight line, pulling the shoulder blades together, and then exhaling to hinge back down at the hips, letting the hands fall gently over the head, stretching through those shoulders, through those biceps. Being careful here to hug those palms together. We don't want to overextend in the shoulders, so really hug those palms together. Inhale, pull it on back up. Release the hands. Exhale, forward fold. Bring the hands back down. Our feet are wide with our left foot at the top of the mat. So let's pivot that left foot, turn onto the ball of that right foot, moving back through our low lunge. Hands frame the foot, step the left foot back to meet the right. Hike it on back to down dog. From down dog, inhale, float the right leg up this time. Exhale, move through your low lunge on the right side. Just to even it out. And then we're actually gonna step the right foot back to our high lunge. Exhale, lower the body down through that chaturanga. Inhale through that back bend. And exhale back onto child's pose with our toes tucked. From our child's pose with arms extended forward, crawl those fingers forward, pull the chest forward. We're moving into a puppy posture. You can untuck the toes if you'd like. Let that chest fall towards the floor. Nice big stretch through the very fronts of those shoulders. Hips are high like a little puppy wanting to play. And breathe here. Chin or forehead can rest on the mat. Finding stretch through the rib cage. Two more breaths. Inhale through a forearm tabletop. Exhale down to your belly, setting up for a Sphinx pose. So elbows stacked underneath shoulders. You can bring your feet a little wide if it's more comfortable. You can turn the toes out. Elbows are underneath shoulders, and we're actively pulling the elbows back to pull the ribs forward, opening out through the chest. Shoulders are away from ears. That rib cage is maybe just tickling the top of the mat. Nice big stretch here, and breathe strong in through the nose. You can sigh out the mouth. And our majestic sphinxes. Exhale, release it on down, hands underneath the shoulders. Moving through your tabletop, send the hips back to the heels. You can take a moment in child's pose, and then inhale, walk that body on back up. Find a comfy seat. You can stay seated on your knees if you'd like. And we'll take our time here. Nice big inhale in our neutral seat. And let's exhale, drop that chin down to that chest. Inhale, lift that gaze all the way towards the sky, opening through the front of the neck. And then exhale, let the right ear fall by the right shoulder as your chin drops down to your chest. Inhale, the left ear swings up to the left shoulder. And from here, you can continue to let your head fall all the way back. Or you can exhale that chin back down to that chest, taking half rotations or whole rotations, whatever feels better on the neck here. Slowing back down, tuning in. One of the most important practices we take on during our asana flow. Noticing the sensation move around your neck as your head swivels around your spine. Pausing in any one spot if it feels like it needs it. And if you are taking full rotations, at the end of your next exhale, inhale to switch direction. Rotating the other way. Once again, trying to slow down just a little bit. We'll take 3 more breaths here. You can always stop and hold. You can massage the neck, walking the fingers up along either side of the spine to where the skull connects. And wherever you are on an exhale, let that chin fall down to the chest. If you want to switch positions here, come into a comfy seat, feel free. Inhale, arms up overhead. Gaze lifts up. And let's exhale to twist. Left hand coming outside the right knee. Right arm reaching behind you. Gaze is over that right shoulder. Breathing here. If you are still on your knees, you can flatten that right hand back, fly that left arm up into a modified camel pose, lifting those hips. And exhale, drop the hips back down, coming back through center. Inhale, arms up overhead, nice and wide, gaze lifts. And we'll exhale to twist to the left, right hand coming outside, left knee, left arm reaching behind. Gaze over that left shoulder, spine is straight, actively twisting. You can release that left palm down. Inhale, float that right arm, float those hips up. Kind of like a blending of a rock star and camel. It's a rock camel. Exhale back down, bringing it through center. Let's extend those legs long in front of us. Finding time for a nice forward fold. Inhale, arms up overhead, nice big stretch up, rooted in our Dandasana, straight spine, straight legs. And exhale, hinging at the hips. Knees can bend, reaching for those toes, those ankles, shins, maybe just tenting the fingers on either sides of the legs. Whatever feels good, reaching forward, folding that body down. And breathe here. Feet can be pointed or flexed. And inhale, release it on up through center. Exhale just for a moment. Release the upper body down to the mat. Inhale to take a full body stretch here down on the mat. And then exhale to settle into stillness, into a final resting posture for 15 rounds of breath. Very quick Shavasana. We don't want to re-sleepy ourselves. Letting that breath be gentle once again, in and out through the nose. No need to think about anything. I'm counting your breath for you. But if you'd like to set an intention for the day or think about somebody you miss, dedicate your practice to them. You'll bring your mind to beautiful places. Halfway through here. And if you have time to extend your practice today, remain in stillness, feel free. Options for getting up, you can either roll through fetal and push yourself up to a seat, or inhale to a full body stretch and exhale through a sit-up, whatever feels better for you this morning. Eyes can stay closed. We'll meet back in our comfy seat to breathe together. And we'll wrap up our class here. Straight spine, tailbone rooted evenly on the mat, hands resting wherever's comfortable. We'll end class with 3 deep, sighing, unifying breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. So we'll inhale here. You can bow your third eye to heart center. Send yourself some loving gratitude for coming onto your mat today. Some loving gratitude to your community who flowed with you.
And some love and gratitude to the thousands of generations of people that have shared with us our yoga practice. And I bow in honor and gratitude to all of you. Thank you so much, everyone. Hope to see you all soon. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend, wonderful Friday. Enjoying the day and day and day of sunshine in our forecast.
Thank you.
Thank you, Luann. Thank you, Blair.
Thank you.
See y'all soon.